So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just cover three important points. 100 gigawatt of solar looks to be a humongous task, more so when we see the past history of delivering just 4 gigawatt in last 5 years. So, the question is, can we achieve 100 gigawatt in next 7 years? How do we achieve it? And what's the biggest challenge that I believe we are going to face in the achievement of this target? So the answer to the first question is, yes, we can definitely achieve it. If China can do 7.5 gigawatt in 6 months, India, with the similar passion, with the youngest force, can very well deliver. Now, what do we need to do to achieve these targets? Some ballpark figures with assumptions. I am assuming thermal power cost at 4.5 rupee as of today, and a sustainable solar power at 5.5. So what gap do we need to fund? On an NPV basis, we need to fund for the next 4 years, amounting to 3,900 crores. Now, is this amount available? NCEF is today a 17,000 crore fund. Narega budget, 34,500 crore. I'm sure this industry can deliver more than 2 lakh jobs. Can part of the funds be transferred on the NCF, and we will take the onerous task on that side? Diesel subsidy, another 30,000 crore. So funds is not a constraint. Next is land. As per NSI survey, 3% of wastelands in India is sufficient to install 748 gigawatt. So this is from the government survey. So 100 gigawatt in front of 748 is a very small number. Manpower, there is going to be some challenge in skilling manpower, but they are available in plenty. With little bit of focus, this can also be managed. Definitely we can achieve this. Now, how do we achieve it? I'm just repeating the same old suggestions which have been mentioned in various forums by my colleagues. First one is debatable. I am of the opinion that there has to be a fixed FIT regime, as was done with the wind. I'll share thoughts of Chintan in that side. Others may debate. They may say no, reverse bidding is best idea. Government has gone level ahead. There is a reverse bidding, discover L1 and then screw them further, again bidding on the L1. I think somewhere we need to stop. Deemed approvals. We as a developer, we don't want to visit multiple departments for various approvals and logging and then jamming the entire process. We want deemed approvals to be granted, genuinely granted. Deemed NA status of the land. Let there be a policy where say there is no NA required. Connect Leh Ladakh. Now this is an additional point I want to mention. There is a huge land parcels available in Leh Ladakh. We should quickly connect that region with the northern grid. Make funding available to the sector at sub 10%. I'll request my RBI colleague if he is here. Now, in spite of all these suggestions, we all of us know that yes, this needs to be done, but still there is no progress. Why? So what's the root cause of it? I analyzed a lot and I found that the root cause of all this is the growing greed in our society. Everybody wants to earn more and more profit. Politicians, we have seen the sizes of the scams from earlier 5 to 10 crores. They have gone in thousands of crores in last 10 years. GDP growth is not that high. So people want to make more and more profit. Bureaucrats want to give direct competition to the politicians in earning similar profits. Developers want to earn higher and higher returns, putting lower and lower equity. How do we stop all this? Can all 4 stakeholders sit across the table with a common goal, concept of one India, churning out the ideas and not tug of war, as Mr. Devdutt mentioned yesterday? And we take this pledge. For the politicians, I am now repeating this, we do hereby solemnly pledge to make policies for renewables effective, free of procedural hurdles, unnecessary approvals, and loopholes. For the bureaucrats and other government officials involved, we do hereby solemnly pledge to be genuinely working towards the goal of 175 gigawatt with full integrity and speed. And for the developers, to pledge that we will take all our efforts towards the green commitments seriously and with full seriousness. I think time has come. There is an epochal shift required. We all should rise above our greed and hypocrisy, including me, and pledge to gift a greener and better world to our future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Manish.